What's up, everyone? Vince Ingenito here, along with Mark Ryan. You're here for IGN Plays Live, and we're playing some Tekken 7.
Tekken
clearly.
7, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was confused about which game this might be.
The greatest fighting game of all time. No, we're playing some Street Fighter 5. We're going to be doing some fun online shenanigans. If you guys want to make battle lobbies and just send me fight requests at my fighter ID, which is the same as my Twitter, Vincognito. It's right down there on the screen. Yeah, so me and Mark Ryan here are just going to spar and mess around in training mode in between these battle lobbies, and we'll take your questions too. If you want to tweet us some questions, tweet at IGN with the hashtag IGN Plays Live, and we'll chat, we'll fight, and we'll chat, and we'll have a good time. Mark Ryan, how you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah?
Pretty good. Yeah, you know what? This is great because I actually haven't had enough time to talk about Street Fighter.
I know. It's like when you and I pass in the cafeteria,
Right.
we take that 5 minutes that we have to like nerd out about it a little bit, and then we go on our way.
Right. So this morning you asked me if I was working on
Anti-Rashid
tech
stuff. Yeah, which you haven't fought my Rashid very much, actually.
No.
So,
But it was mildly true. Mildly. a mild truth.
What have you been working on?
So you were doing just light punch, spinning, whatever.
Uh,
What's your light punch spin?
Oh,
thing?
right. Spinning mixer,
That thing right there, right?
Right.
And then I thought, playing online, that
Yeah.
I could punish that.
No way.
But I think what I was doing is the people online are just mashing the button, so they're getting like the full version.
Yeah. You can
which
punish
I
that.
can punish.
Yes, you can punish that.
But so then I was like, all right, I'm gonna figure out what I can do against that because I kept feeling like every time I tried to punish it, you were countering me.
Okay, and the reason for that is just because like you haven't learned the timing yet. So real talk. Light punch spinning mixer with Rashid, for anyone who doesn't know this already, it's widely known, is -2 on block. Okay, so it's definitely your turn. It's not a frame trap. Okay, it's like a fake frame trap. It's like it looks like it's like you try to punish afterwards, but you don't have the right timing. So you're like, oh, it's a frame trap. He must be plus. He's not plus. It's -2. So it's totally your turn. Rashid does have a 3-frame standing light kick though. So
but here's what I found out.
what did you find?
I downloaded an app called V-Frames.
Oh, V-Frames is great. Yeah.
All right, and that app tells me I also have a 3-frame light kick.
You have several. Yeah, you have a 3-frame, and also now that you're.
So that's my Anti-Rashid tech.
So that'll help. That'll help. That'll certainly help you. It'll make it so that you have an easier time following up after that. Because with characters with slower normals, depending on what you choose, like if I'm fighting Birdie, right? Birdie doesn't have any 3-frame normals. Okay, even his jab, his stand jab, Birdie's stand jab, not 4 frames, it's 5 frames. His fastest normal is actually his standing light kick. Which is 4 frames. Okay, so like if you're instinct with Birdie, for instance, if I can take advantage of someone who's like, who kind of doesn't know, and they think that their stand jab is like the best button that they can press in that situation. So I'll do like a light punch spinning mixer. They'll block it, and I can totally throw this out. And unless their timing is perfect, I'll probably just, the worst that can happen is I trade with their standing jab. That's the slower character like Birdie. Character like Vega, I can't really challenge it if you know that it's not plus on block. Like if I do a light punch spinning mixer and then just like stand this, like you can beat me clean with your same thing. Like we can try it right now.
Right, let's try
Ready?
it. Let's try it out. Oh, my timing sucks. So there I was doing a 5-frame crouching medium.
Right.
Which will then out-prioritize your
correct.
standing.
So yeah, that's perfect. I'm glad that you showed that because yeah, that crouch medium punch is 5 frames. Okay, so that means if I'm -2 after this, so that means that my 3-frame knee and your 5-frame crouching medium punch come out. They actually come out at the same exact time because of the way the system works in Street Fighter 5. Higher attack level normals take priority, so you beat me clean and you get a counter hit, which is a very interesting attribute to Street Fighter 5. That's actually a first of its kind ever, I believe, in Street Fighter. Certainly wasn't that way in Street Fighter 4. I don't know if any other Street Fighter has worked that way.
Maybe Street Fighter 3?
I don't know.
I didn't play much of Street Fighter 3.
Yeah, I didn't play as much Third Strike as I would like to be able to say as I played.
I was too busy with real games like Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Oh no! Shots fired. Yeah, I mean, pretty much the whole community at that point is playing one of those 2 games. Yeah. Or that or CVS 2. So hey, why don't we take a look and see if anyone has any questions, maybe on Twitter, or don't forget, we got our YouTube chat and our Twitch chat. We want to give everyone some love. So what's the word, Mark Ryan?
We've got one question from Josh. Okay, Josh is asking you, how beast is Rashid? Get specific with how beast he is. He's asking, do you think his V trigger will get nerfed?
No, his V trigger's not gonna get nerfed. His V trigger is good.
You want to throw it out real quick?
Sure, yeah. So this is V trigger, Yasar. It's his, it's basically like a. I've got an invite.
Oh.
Cool.
How do you accept it?
That's a great question. Okay, I know what to do. Yeah, I have to go to the main menu, I believe, to accept it. Cool. Someone's challenged me. So yeah, I don't know. People in the chat, what do you want to do? Do you want me to Cool, I'm joining this lounge. Yeah, so let me know what you guys want to do. I can do random. I can do I'm definitely not a Ryu player. No. Whoops. I'm a Ryu player now.
Wait, that was you picking Ryu?
No, I don't know if actually maybe I hope this person put character select on, because otherwise it's just gonna. I think yeah, he has character select on. Good.
Oh, okay. So it's okay.
Yeah, so I'll be able to pick someone.
I don't have a lot of experience with the online modes in this game, other than fight requests. Basically, my thing is I just go into training mode.
Right.
And then I goof around until I get a fight request.
What's chat saying? They want me to random, or they want me to play a particular character, or?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to parse this on the fly. I don't know. No one's saying anything at this moment.
No one's saying anything. I'm random.
So
I got a Ryu anyway. How you like that? Okay. I can Ryu a little bit. I wouldn't say I'm a good Ryu player. I wouldn't say I'm good at this game in general, but it's fine. We're gonna. Our super producer Ben Janka chiming in from the back, saying, "You've got the heart. That's what counts, Vince. Got the heart of the cards."
So while we're playing this match, people on the stream, let us know who we should be playing next. I see.
Yes.
Rashido. People want Rashido.
People do want Rashid.
Can you sing the song? Oh, nice parry. So Ryu's one of the characters that still has the cancelable crouching medium kick, which is great because crouching medium kick into fireball is like a staple of Ryu gameplay. It'd be weird not to be able to do that. And he's also got the target combo, which it looked like you were fishing for, right? With that
no, I actually
medium.
I don't use the target combo. I just do standing medium, because it's just a really good block string. Nice, good anti-air.
Was a good anti-air. Oh,
I could have gotten a better punish than that.
You can get a crush counter off.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't know what like Ryu's optimal crush counter is. No idea.
Yeah, you were explaining the crush counters to me a couple of days ago in a way that was interesting. It's like, so the way the crush counter works in this game, an opponent can do a certain move, and if your attack is a counter attack and your attack comes from a move that has crush counter sort of properties to it,
yes,
like a lot of heart attacks, I think.
Yeah, many of the heart attacks. I don't think there's any crush counter that's not a heart attack. I think
Gotcha.
all of them are hards of some, either forward with hard or crouching heavy something. Yeah, so that's right. So basically, the rule is that is that it? Is it a? Did you set it to a first to two, or is it a first to? Well, I'll give. Oh, what's Sanguinus? I'll give you a rematch.
Nice.
What's that?
GG.
Oh, it was a good match though. I thought we were playing more matches. I thought the set wasn't over. That was like I thought we were doing like a best of two, first to two or something.
Yeah, but the crush counter system's pretty interesting.
Yes.
So you get things like an uppercut, right, which is a staple for Ryu and Ken. The typical flowchart Ken, right, is just doing uppercuts all over the place.
Right.
And the crush counter system kind of bakes in an interesting counter to that.
Yes.
That just random uppercut is that if you block that random uppercut and you hit it, you counter it with a crush counter move.
Yeah.
Now it sets them up for a pretty nasty combo.
For a pretty nasty combo, and that's one of the important things to understand is like different crush counter moves do have different hit states that they put you in. So there's some crush counter moves that put you in a state where you can pretty much kind of react to it and get something off of it. There's others that you can't get much off of if you don't know you're going to get a crush counter. But if you do know for sure you're going to get a crush counter, then you can cancel it into something and do like a really, like Rashid, stand roundhouse is like a good crush counter, is good to fish with, and you're not sure if you're going to get a crush counter because you can just confirm it afterwards because it just pops them way up in the air. Nope.
Everybody in the Twitch chat is singing the Rashida song.
Rashid's dope. Oh, nice. He called me
See,
out.
there's that uppercut.
Nice, good anti-air.
Yeah, that's a good anti-air. Was that just crouching hard?
Yep.
I wish I had an anti-air. I play Vega. I feel like I don't have an anti-air. Maybe I do, I just haven't figured it out yet. People watching, if you know what I should be doing to anti-air with Vega, please let me know.
I love doing that with Natalia. It's so fun. Because I'm an old man, I don't have those reflexes anymore. So when I have his V trigger loaded,
yeah,
you know what I mean, and then someone just jumps at me, I'm like, V trigger, think about it. Okay, show you.
Oh, right. It's kind of like that X Factor burst in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, right?
Yep.
It's like you're coming in on a nasty mix-up and you don't know exactly how to block.
Yep, exactly.
Trigger it, like, all right, cool, I got it. Even just those couple of frames of animation are enough to let you think about it and react.
Good game, Sanguinus. Good game. I'm gonna jump out of this lobby and we'll play the next person. That was fun. Hope you guys are having fun. But yeah, so like with what I was saying before with Rashid, like his stand fierce, it just spins the person. If it's crush counter, it just spins the person in place. You know, and then like it's long enough that like you can maybe get something, but you can't get something that's like optimal. You can get like something afterwards, but not great. But if you know that you're going to be punishing a move that's that gives up counter hit on punish, if you know that, then you can kind of plan. So like for instance, if I was just fishing with like stand roundhouse and I got a crush counter, the person would be popped way up in the air and I would just I'd be like, oh, I hit him. I have time to think, and then I would just be like forward medium punch and then like heavy eagle spike is probably like the best that I can do. Or like if I want to spend meteor, like forward medium punch, EX eagle spike, and then like
I wish I had a move called heavy eagle spike. We just go around and heavy eagle spiking everybody.
Nako 101, we're trying to. that's obscene.
What's
Mark
that?
Ryan. Just you walking around eagle spiking at everyone. You can't just eagle spike anyone you see. It's not the world we're living in anymore.
Well, so I don't. Is that the move where he jumps? He does like the kick.
Where he flies
the flying
across
kick.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
There was a hope that like a heavy eagle spike was like a high five or something.
yeah. Give me eagle spike. You leave me hanging?
Oh, you. Yeah. Sorry, I got busy reading the chat.
Yeah, let's see what else the chat's looking for.
Man, it is.
Any
hard
suggestions
to
on character, or should I just keep randoming?
I mean, Rashid came up a couple of times.
Oh, Rashid. Someone
Try
wants
him out.
Okay, I'll play Rashido. Ah, Nash, huh? I've had a little bit of.
I got blown up by a Nash this morning.
Yeah, I've gotten blown up by a Nash or two as well. This guy's got, a decent number of
got lots of LPs
of league points. I mean, I've certainly played and beaten people with higher league points than that, but I've certainly lost to people with lower league points than that as well. So we'll see. This could be interesting. Let's see what you got, Nako.
Round one. Fight.
He eagle spiked him from the air.
Good confirm. Yeah, I fall for that. The dash.
Dash grab.
Nice. Yep, I fall for that a lot. Oh wow. See, that's an interesting thing I've had happen with.
With the green pants on?
So what's that?
With the green pants on?
No, what I was gonna say I've fallen for a lot with Nash is the jab and then dash up throw. Nash's dash is really good.
Yeah, there was a big Street Fighter V tournament this weekend, Winter Brawl. The guy that won that tournament, Long Island Joe, actually was playing Nash as well.
Yes, he's got a solid dash.
He seems like Nash is shaping up to be one of the top characters. I mean, it's kind of hard to pick at this point, right? And it seems like there's a pretty good balance between the characters, but you do see Nash amongst.
I'm struggling a lot in the Nash matchup in general. Like, is that punishable?
Counter? Oh,
I was gonna say that's not punishable.
Chips though. Nice. Whoa.
Oh, damn it.
What?
Nice.
That was cool.
Good game.
So, like, you threw out your V trigger, which is that big whirlwind
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
and then you dove through it at the same time he tried to teleport to the other end of it.
Yeah,
like,
and then I
got
caught
up
him, and
in
then I
it.
tried to juggle off it, but I missed the juggle. I don't know if Roundhouse Eagle Spike would have juggled from there. I might have had to do EX Eagle Spike. In any case, good game, dude. Are we doing more? Have you set it for... Yeah, good. He set this to be a set. Oh, it's a first to 3. Great,
Oh,
awesome.
You can make it a set?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, which
that's
is pretty cool,
cool.
yeah.
Like I said, my only online experience is just random battle matches.
Nope. I always fall for that.
We have a game delay in the chat is asking if there's any characters that are a good recommendation to start with. Are there any characters in this game that are like, I don't know, maybe vanilla, or they will teach you the basics?
Ryu is always a good vanilla basic person to start with. So he's doing something interesting here. So I've got this little frame trap. Maybe I shouldn't even be calling it out. I've got a little frame trap that I use with him with
With the green pants.
yeah, it's a green pants specific frame trap. Oh wow, he baited that. Let's see the punish he's got. That's actually a nice punish.
Nice.
So yeah, he's reacting to that frame trap in an interesting way. Oh, nice anti-air jab. I like that.
Is that EX spinning mixer invincible?
Yes, it is.
Dirty.
Damn. Yeah, that's the problem. Once Nash gets close to me and I start blocking, I have no idea what to do.
Yeah.
Because this is my big weakness in this game is like, hey, make a cross up, jump in, and then make me block a move that's plus. And I have no idea what to do. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Nice.
Oh, blew it.
Controller's fault.
Nope.
For sure it was a controller's fault.
Oh, missed the juggle.
So Gamerday was asking about a good character to start with. We said Ryu is a pretty good vanilla character to start with.
Yes.
But really, I feel like a lot of the characters, I mean, I wouldn't start with Fang.
No. I think Fang's a horrible choice to start with.
I wouldn't start with
Rashid.
Zangief.
Zangief is not a good place to start. Rashid is not a good place to start.
You don't think so?
No. Like, here's the thing with Rashid. You will, a lot of times when you're playing at the lowest levels, you just got your first LP.
Something about green pants.
Yep, nailed it.
I know it's hard talking while
Yeah, I'm sorry.
while
guys.
engaged
Really-
in battle with a really good Nash player.
Woo!
Nice.
Yeah, this is great practice for me. Thank you so much, Nako. This is your Nash is rock solid, and playing this set is helping me learn some things that I've been delinquent on. So, much props. That's so crisp. I love it, man. I love that anti-air jab you're hitting me with. That's great, man. Nope.
Oh, Bizarre's challenging us. He said in the chat that he wants to test his Ryu against you.
Sure.
So he just sent an invite.
Woo!
Oh, nice.
Very close. So I think it's 2-1. It's 2-1 in my favor, and it's first to 3. So this is shaping up to be a nice set. I'm learning a lot. You're a solid player, Nako. I like how you play. I like how you play. Yeah, I love his anti-air jabs. He's really been on point with those. I really respect that. It's not easy. Whoops. Nope.
Yeah, I think actually the Nash player that blew me up this morning before work, I jumped on to play a match. I think, all right, I had a pretty good night last night. I'll get a couple of matches in this morning, and I didn't. I had a couple of bad matches, including against the Nash player who was just consistently anti-airing me with just buttons.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, nice. He's just outspacing me right now. Yep, the good
Nice.
old fashioned. I shouldn't have wasted that meter. That was dumb. First of all, he's smarter than that. He's been pretty patient with that and baiting those. But also, like, I was down a lot. I didn't really need to spend meter at that situation unless I was sure I was gonna get back into this game. So that was kind of dumb. It was poorly spaced on my part.
Yeah, there's certain things like that meter management that I'm having to adapt to coming from Marvel vs. Capcom. I mean, obviously there's still meters in that game, but meters are a little bit easier to come by. And maybe not quite so precious, depending on which characters you're playing, I guess, right? If you're playing someone like Sea Viper, you need every meter you got. Usually my characters, I've got plenty of meters.
Nice. I think that was intended to be a combo. Oh, I mixed myself up. Woo!
Oh.
Woo!
Snuck
Scared
in.
me.
Was that
Scared me, Daigo.
medium king?
Yeah. That's kind of the hole I found in that block string, finally, so that I'm not just standing there blocking it.
I briefly mentioned earlier the app V-Frames.
Yes.
I don't know if all of our viewers, are totally up to date or are accustomed to this concept of counting frames.
Sure.
Or using frames to kind of figure out which moves are safe and which moves are not. So if you're not, we can give a brief overview, but definitely check out apps like V-Frame. We might even have some information like this in our wikis. Basically, every move, right? You think of a move like this kick, right? That move is a move that attacks.
Right.
And part of it, that attacking frame is the active frames.
Yes.
Right? Let's say it's attacking for
usually 2 frames in this game.
Sure.
Because the average move is active for 2 frames. There's the ones that are active for longer, but
right.
2 is generally.
Maybe I should actually step back and talk about what frames are.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, let's start there.
So the game, like a lot of games, operates at 60 frames per second. That just means that every animation, everything you do in the game, if you do something that takes a half a second to do, that's 30 frames of animation. Okay. And so when we talk about the active frames of something being 2 frames, you might have this move that is, let's say, a 15-frame move, a quarter of a second. You've got 2 frames of active. That still leaves 13 frames unaccounted for. So now those other 13 frames are on basically either side of the active frames. You've got startup, which is the amount of time that it takes your character to start doing the move before it's actually hitting. And then you've got recovery, which is, after you've either hit the person or they've blocked the attack or you whiffed it. How many frames of animation is it going to take your character to stop doing that and be ready to do the next thing? If you just play the game a lot, you will get an intuition for how long things take, but you're not going to really be able to figure out.
Yeah, you won't know the science
where
of
your
it.
holes are.
You'll have a feeling of it, but you won't know for sure.
Right, and to be honest,
You're guessing.
I've played a lot of fighting games, and I've never really concerned myself with frames before this game. I mean, I should have played Street Fighter 4. I just didn't play Street Fighter 4 that much. In Marvel vs. Capcom, there's not a whole lot of frame counting or dealing with frames. There was a little bit in Marvel 2, right? You know, some moves that were 1 frame startup, but...
Oh! That was a crucial drop.
So you might have like a string of attacks where you're just kind of putting pressure on him with, you know, light punch, light kick. And you're just kind of moving forward, inching forward, and making him block. And now you might have an attack, you know, your light punch or your light kick specifically, you said is a 3-frame startup. And it's probably got, what is it? Is it -2 or something like that?
On block?
Yeah, what is it?
+2 on block.
+2 on block.
Yeah,
okay.
I believe his, the light kick? Oh, it's +1 on block.
+1 on
Yeah,
block.
+1 on block.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that basically...
Most light moves are plus something, usually on block.
Gotcha. And what that means is that you will finish doing that move, you will finish recovering from that move before the opponent finishes recovering from blocking.
Correct. I want to interrupt 1 second, just because that was the end of the set. Nico, that was so fun. Thank you so much. Good games. Very good set. Very close. I learned a lot. I appreciate it. So I'm going to back up now and see. We got a bunch of requests. That was great in the intervening time. So let me see. Oh, my God. Look at this. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Brain fart. So there was... Bizarro was one guy I saw specifically challenge you. He wants to play Ryu, he said.
He wants me to play Ryu?
No, he wants to play you.
He wants to play...
He's going to test his Ryu against you.
Okay. That's cool. Let's play. Let's play Bizarro. I'm sorry, you were saying about... You were trying to explain things to people, which is very useful.
Oh, it's difficult, actually.
It is hard.
But yeah, so if you have a move that is +2, that means that you are recovering from doing the move 2 frames before the opponent is recovering from
blocking it. Right.
Which means that you have 2 frames to do your next thing before they can do anything.
Correct. And that's kind of the thing. So the simple way I try to explain it to people when they're like, "What do you mean you're +2? What do you mean I'm -2?" When I immediately stop myself because I'm being a jargony jerk.
Right.
And I'm like, I stop and I'm like, it means it's your turn, or I say it's actually still my turn.
Right.
You know, this is the easiest way for me to say, like, oh, you know, the move you block it looks like I'd be vulnerable and then it's your turn, but it's actually still my turn. It's a very simple way of explaining a frame trap. When it looks like it's your turn, but it's actually still mine.
Right.
Okay.
And not turns in like politeness, like
right.
We're taking turns because we're being gentlemen about this. No, it's just like the game mechanics.
Right.
It is now in your advantage to act versus my
advantage. So I'm gonna random here. I don't know.
He did it.
He Ryu'd. Okay. Karin.
Which is good because a couple of people, or at least one person, was asking for Karin.
My Karin is very basic, guys. I don't have any of the cool any of the cool just frame command dash upper combos that she has, which are fun. She's kind of a Tekken character. She has built-in high lows and like a just frame. Like her that just frame upper is like an electric Wind God fist, you know, in which is pretty interesting. Okay.
I have a confession.
What's that?
Until like 3 weeks ago, I pronounced her name Karin.
That's not the worst thing you can pronounce it as.
It wasn't until Street Fighter V, I think the game actually pronounces it Karin. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Oh, he jabbed out of that. That was smart. Oh, I didn't think he was going to block that. Now I'm going to take a beating. Yep.
Uh-oh. So Nako's just said that Nash is actually his backup character.
Oh! The option select. I respect that. I respect that. That's the option select of option selects. Oh, that's not my main character.
Right.
Okay. I respect your game. I respect your game, Nico. This guy likes to use V reversals. I respect that. Oh, the okey doke. I fell for the okey doke. I fell for it. I fell for the overhead, and then here's a crouching move afterwards. The same thing that I always do, that we all always do. Yeah, this is not a great game right now. I'm just jumping like an idiot, missing my cancels.
Medium kick, medium kick.
This is rugged right now. He doesn't want to deal with that pressure at all. Can't blame him.
It was nice to see somebody using the V reversal. I feel like at this point in the game, it seems like an underutilized thing. I'm not seeing a lot of people online doing it.
High-level players are definitely using it.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, high-level players are definitely using it. The main reason to use it is because more than anything, it's not so much the damage it does, is that it reduces stun. Like for instance, so he was using it in situations I don't know that I think necessarily warranted it.
Round one.
But
Okay.
Fight.
oh yeah, no, it was stopping the pressure. But I
Yeah.
mean, I think he was stopping my pressure well enough on his own that he didn't the main thing about that is that it reduces the stun. That's the main thing, is that it reduces your stun by 200. So
Wait, so just straight up?
yeah, it reduces your stun.
Interesting.
Whatever your
So,
stun's
so
at
if you're near stun, you block an attack, and then you V reversal it, you
Yep.
get some of that stun back, that stun meter back.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's just it's funny to see someone using it the way he's using it, because it's like it's in the middle of like just an average block string. It's like you don't really need to use it to get out of that situation. Yeah, I'm sorry this is so boring, guys. Like I said, my Karin's super basic. I don't really do anything interesting with her. Yeah, it's like that's just punishable.
Get off me move,
Yeah, but it's like it's kind of like a waste of that resource. Like he could totally have V trigger right now.
right? Was there an alpha counter mechanic in Street Fighter 4?
No, there wasn't.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, like he used 3 V reversals that he was never at high stun. Like he was never in any real danger from me. So I feel like that's like he could have had V trigger, and if he had V trigger near the end of that round, I would have that would have been much harder for me to deal with than what he was throwing at me. Yeah, that's the one problem with
Green pants?
no, but I don't have green pants now though.
Oh, it's true. It kind of seems like you're not wearing any pants.
Yeah, which is kind of obscene, right? Whoa!
I don't always wear pants.
Jump! Jump! That's not jumping. Jump! You're supposed to jump. Oh, so slow.
You're trying to make him jump?
See how much better this is? Like now he's got V trigger. Like that's a way bigger threat to me than.
So far, what I've been playing online, and this is probably because I'm still in the beginner leagues when I get online matches. When I find a Ryu and they get V trigger, I'm playing Vega. It's awesome for me because they're always on the opposite side of the screen.
Oh,
trying to charge their Denjin Hadoken. I'm like, whoa,
like, oh,
thank
bye.
you.
I'll take it.
Thank you.
I'll take the free critical art.
Exactly. Well, yeah. So with Vega, I can then just bounce off a wall, Barcelona attack.
Yep.
Go into V trigger and then into critical art if I've got the meter.
Round one. Fight.
Nice block.
I'm just jumping way too much. I'm not taking my own advice of not jumping. Yeah, see that's a perfect situation. Like that, what I just did was totally punishable. Yeah, he is hitting a button every time, by the way. That's something that I probably should like every time I go and press something and he blocks it and I go to cancel into that to see if I can get a throw. He's just mashing crouch medium punch, which is something I should probably take advantage of in some way. So I'm trying to use it to close the gap and get closer, but it's really no point. God, that was a cross up, and that uppercut still hit me. Yeah, this is honestly the hardest thing the biggest thing I have trouble fighting against is this kind of Ryu play. Just
It's like the solid wall.
yeah, it's like that's always the thing I have the most trouble with. Like I'm a very reactive player who likes to prey on weaknesses,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like when you just do a safe block string every time and just do pretty safe jump cross ups. I'm like, well, I don't really know what to do. Like when someone's trying to like do like fancy, crazy offensive stuff on me, like I can block all day and punish it. That's fine. When someone does this, I'm just like, I don't really know. Like
You're like Anderson Silva.
it's the same. It's the same.
Which is
Ryu.
probably not the first time you've been compared to Anderson Silva, but I'm gonna make that comparison right now. Anderson Silva is a counter fighter. He's waiting.
Yes. No, I know Anderson Silva.
He will, if he fights against a guy that doesn't make a lot of aggressive moves and doesn't kind of hang themselves out there, he doesn't look as impressive as he does when someone is willing to go out there and try and knock him out, because they're not going to, and then he's going to knock them out. Ooh. I like the way things hit in this game better than Street Fighter 4. Hits seem like stiffer and harder.
Yeah, they do.
They're like
More definitive. Yep.
more of that.
There's like I think there's like a subtle hit stop that goes on.
Mm-hmm.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh no, that's not the move I was looking for at all. See, like that's what I hate. Like at that range, like that cross up is just like I don't really have an answer. You know, it's like I can EX like that is fine. Like at that range, I can. I just blew the throw. I had the throw for free there. See, like my main anti-air just whiffs when you cross up. You know, so it's like
okay.
I don't know what to do.
Do you have a good neutral jump? Sorry, Antoine. I think you're right. You do have to win a belt before a valid comparison to Anderson Silva can be made.
Agreed. Oh man, I keep doing that. That was just that was a fluke. That was kind of a fluke jump in. I was like, wait. I was kind of expecting an anti-air there, but I was like he'll throw. He wants to use that last bit of his V bar to like throw a fireball at me. So I was like, I'll jump. Maybe it'll work out. And then he didn't throw a fireball. I'm like, well, I guess I'm dead. Might as well hit a button before I die. And then he didn't anti-air me, so I was like, oh, well, I guess I win that match.
Fight.
We did have one question on Twitter from, all right, this is confusing, a guy who says his name is Dylan Carey, but then his username is not Dylan Carey. So not Dylan Carey. He's asking us, what do we think that Street Fighter 5, or what sets Street Fighter 5 apart from other fighting games of this generation, namely Killer Instinct, Mortal Kombat X? I mean, it's a Street Fighter game.
There's
That's
that.
one. It's a Capcom game, so if you play Capcom games, it's that.
You make an excellent point, Mark Ryan. It is Sir a Street Fighter game.
I'm bad at any game that is not a Capcom game.
So what differentiates it? I would say that the biggest thing that differentiates Street Fighter V from most modern fighting games at this point is
Green pants. There might be green pants in other
that keeps
games.
happening. Like I keep thinking, oh, he'll block it because he's minus. So like I'm plus after that situation. So I'm sure he's gonna block. He doesn't want to stick a button out, but every time he sticks a button out, like right there, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, every time he does it, and I'm like, next time he won't do it, but nope, he keeps doing it. You know why I keep doing that too? It's muscle memory from what do you call it? From Dudley.
Oh, Dudley play. Interesting.
Yeah, everyone fell for that with Dudley. But like here, it's like I lost the whole round on that. Like I did it 5 times, thinking, oh, this time I'll get the throw. That's always what happens when you hold on to those tendencies and they just don't work out.
Mm-hmm. Well, that turns into a grab.
A high grab only, though.
Oh, interesting.
Keep doing it.
Because I played a handful of Karins online, and I'll be honest, I was one of those guys that kept getting blown up by the overhead thing into sweep. Yep. Then I got wise to it, and I started blocking it. I haven't had anyone then counter with the high grab, which it looks like that's like kind of the alternate route you could take that, and that's going to punish me by blocking high. Oh, Nako's giving you some advice. He says you got to do the jab. If you time it right, it will anti-air the cross-up.
Yeah, anti-air jab is probably the better thing to do in that situation. I agree. Thank you, Nico. That's useful. That's something I don't utilize often enough.
The anti-air jab?
It's anti-air jab, yeah. I don't think anti-air jab against cross-ups was that good in 4. I'm kind of talking out my ass on that, though. I'm not sure if I remember that being good in 4 or not. But, like, yeah, it's definitely been, I can say this, it's been much more prominent. Good games, by the way, Bizarro. That was fun. Gotta have so many requests. Thank you guys for playing with us, by the way. This is really fun. I'm glad that we're getting to do this. And Mark Ryan for chatting it up with me. He's a good guy over here, guys. We don't get to see him enough over on my side of the building. Mark Ryan used to write about fighting games and do fighting game stuff for us a long time ago.
Many years ago.
Yep.
Many moons.
Back in the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 days.
Before then.
Even before then. Wow, there's so many.
I think the first fighting game I did a strategy guide for IGN was one of those PS2 Mortal Kombat games.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm sorry.
Yeah. The dark days. What's that?
Oh, you want to jump in, man?
I can if anyone wants to see a weak Vega play.
No, your Vega's not bad. Yeah, why don't we sub Mark Ryan in, and I'll man the chat for a little bit. So let's.
How do we do this?
Yeah. Oh, 1 second. I don't know what's happening. The game is like frozen.
Is it?
It's not. Well, it's thinking. 1 second. We're gonna switch over to the. Am I pressing the wrong button?
Where do you see it?
I am pressing the wrong button. Explains a lot.
Aha.
There you go. All right, gimme. Grabby hands. Gimme. Give me the internet.
So are these buttons going to be what I expect them to be?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Unless they're not.
Do I have to do something?
Yes, press start. Which is over... Oh, actually, there you go. Options, rather. Oh, cool. We're playing against someone on... It's right here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Who am I playing against?
You're playing against Zen Master something. What's his name? But he's playing Fang.
Uh-oh.
And this is a PC player, which is really cool. They have cross-platform support.
That is cool. I
Um,
have to pick Brunette Vega specifically. Blonde Vega is not as good.
oh, really? He's
Not as good.
that's actually going to be in like the event hub's tier listings.
Yes.
Blonde Vega versus Brunette Vega.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, I'm on the chat. Hi chat. Hi Twitch. Let's see what Twitch has to say. Oh, I love it.
Man, why do all these guys have to have so many elite points?
Oh god. Okay, it's so funny. So that Bizarro 13 was actually Mike Martin, a freelancer for IGN.
Oh, nice.
Hey Mike, I thought it might be, but like I have you saved as one of my favorite profiles, and you know what? Maybe I haven't saved you since the reset, because we played each other a little bit during the review period, and I had you saved, but maybe I haven't saved you since. I had no idea that was you. That's funny.
You got to help me out with this Fang matchup.
Oh, okay. Is he good?
Well, I mean, he's botting me.
Oh my God, he's ranked 1944. This guy's pretty solid. Okay, Mark Ryan.
I got a combo. I got a cross-up combo.
Okay.
Nope.
No, that wasn't the time. Good.
Nope.
Yeah, jumping is tough against Fang. So
don't jump.
But crossing up with Barcelona might not be bad. I'm not sure how much of a. I'm not sure how far back the hitbox on Crouch Fierce goes.
Right.
So Barcelona might not be terrible. He's not reacting wonderfully to your cross-ups right now, so maybe that's something. Oh, and do not fall for the bait of like, oh god, here comes the poison ball, I have to jump it. Just take it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, don't let him own what you're gonna do that easily, you know? Because like, what's it gonna do? It's gonna do like a couple of percentage points of. Ooh, that reached really far back. That reached really far back. I thought maybe you might be able to catch him. That was pretty much the angle at which you would have had to do that. Good neutral jump. I like that. You're doing fine. This is not bad. Oh, you definitely could have gotten more there. I might have spent some resources there. Yeah, that cross-up's not gonna happen. Good block.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna make headway in the air.
All right, so
like that
don't
when he's ready.
jump. It seems like every time I punch, he also hits me, so I'm gonna not punch.
There you go.
Damn.
Not punching. I think in this throw him out of it. About it at least a little bit. Yeah, Sonic Fox is amazing. I'm very interested to see what he can do in Street Fighter V. I believe he's playing this character. I believe Sonic Fox has said he's gonna play Fang. So I really want to see what he does with that.
Oh my gosh, getting some latency.
Yeah, this is some of the worst latency I've actually seen in the game. I think it's because of all the invites we're getting.
Oh jeez.
The invites, the non-stop parade of invites might be killing us. Let me go over to Twitch and see. I'm sorry, to YouTube and see what's going on YouTube. I'm sorry, YouTube, that we haven't played with you and hung out with you too much.
All right, I got my one sweet combo.
Nice. Oh, was it forward fierce into V trigger? Into
Barcelona attack into V trigger.
Oh, it's Barcelona into V trigger. Okay, cool.
But yeah.
Cool. What's up? What's up, YouTube? What are you guys doing? Crystal Swirl says, "OMG, the gameplay is so awesome." I'm not sure if he's talking about these matches, but nice, dude. That was great. Little dash up throw. Vega's third game is strong, man. He's got the fastest walk speed in the game. He gets good damage off of his throws. One thing that sucks about Vega, and I guess he would be too powerful if this wasn't the case. Nice, man. Way to bring it back. Vega. I'm sorry. Word789 wants to know what fight stick we're using. Mark Ryan is using the Hori Rap 4, not the super fancy premium Vuelix model. Just the standard Rap 4, but it's good. Totally solid.
Yeah, it seems solid. At home, I'm using actually a PlayStation 3 TE stick, which I like better than this, honestly, but it seems pretty solid so far.
Yeah, I like the Rap 4. It doesn't use Sanwa parts. You know, Hori uses their own custom parts, and you know sometimes their custom parts are actually pretty great, and sometimes they're just okay. But I like the Rap 4. But yeah, I agree. The old TEs feel a little bit more to my liking. Sean Flaherty saying you're pretty good at this game. I assume you're talking about Mark Ryan, and yeah, Mark Ryan, guys, Mark Ryan is no joke. Like you guys haven't seen him in a long time. You guys don't get to see him often enough, but he is every bit the fighting game aficionado that I am. He's been playing for a long time, and he cares about fighting games, and he understands them.
That ball needs to go away.
Don't worry about it. Dude, just walk through it. It's not a big deal.
Actually, can you explain the poison mechanic? Because
Sure.
I don't totally grok it.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So that poison ball is his V skill, okay? And it has no, it doesn't have a hitbox of any kind. Well, I mean, it does. I mean, obviously it does, but I'm saying it doesn't cause any collision. It doesn't cause any hit stun. It's unblockable. And if it touches you, it poisons you. And if you get poisoned, you take a small amount of damage, a very small amount of damage over time until you hit. Not if it's blocked, it doesn't count. You have to land an actual hit on Fang, and then the poison goes away.
And then do you then take whatever damage? Like once you're poisoned, is it then basically you're trying to get a hit before you take too much damage? Is that how it works?
Yeah, more or less. But the poison will also wear off after it does, I think, about 50 damage.
Oh, okay.
So unless you refresh it,
that's not insignificant.
It's not insignificant, but it's also not super significant either in the way people think that it is. So it's like the mistake that people are making. Some people think that Fang is too much. I don't think he's too much.
I just poisoned
you
myself.
Poisoned yourself. That was pretty good. The thing with Fang that you have to understand is that like he puts out he throws out that poison ball, and the threat of poison is like worse than the poison itself.
Right.
Like, people start adjusting their game plan around the poison. Oh my god, I have to avoid that poison ball at all costs. Or oh no, I got hit with poison. I'm gonna lose. Oh my god, I have to rush in and get a hit as soon as I can. And people start playing scared, or they start playing frantic. And then Fang is very good at playing on that because he's got some great normals, a good anti-air, good zoning game. You know what I mean? So he makes you panic and makes you rush in, and keeping you off of him is what is it, and being slippery is exactly what he's good at.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. It's just not to panic. You know, not to see the poison ball and be like, oh god, got to avoid it. And when you get poisoned, not to be like, oh god, I got to get the poison off me as soon as I can. You know,
Don't panic.
don't panic.
Okay.
Cool. That was
I might have panicked that one.
that's okay though. That was a fun set. Zen Master, you're a totally solid player, man. We appreciate you. Why don't you back out and back out again? We're gonna let you play another one, Mark Ryan. People like seeing you play.
What do you want me to do?
And I don't play Vega, so you go over to the left. There to message log, yeah.
Okay.
And there you will see about 62 billion battle invites, and
Yeah, I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna fight Brain Fart until he stops sending us invites.
exactly. So yeah, we got LG King. Pick who you want. Go for it.
FYI, I've just selected someone that I have not seen spamming us with invites. So
Okay,
if you're
right,
actually interested in fighting us, please don't do that.
Yeah, if you've already sent in an invite, we would love to ask you, like, please guys, like, we're gonna try to like scroll through the invites and get to people, but like some of you, it's like, guys, we've seen your invite, like, please, we need to stop this procession of invites.
What do I do?
You press start options.
Thank
Yep,
you.
there you go.
I don't know what's going on this screen.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. We know that we're getting like real battle lounges sometime this month.
Okay.
With like
Yeah, what is the update that I've seen people referring to some update that's expected in March?
yeah.
What's
So
coming?
with that is gonna one of the things that's gonna come with that, supposed to come with that, is matchmaking. Is multiplayer lobbies. So like instead of just this 1v1 lobby, it would be like a full lobby of up to, I believe they're planning up to 8 people can be in a lobby and kind of queue up.
Can
along
you
with
put your quarter up?
it's basically that's what it is. Yeah, it's basically what it is. And spectating, so that you can spectate matches, which right now you can't do.
Okay.
By the way, shout outs to this dope Cammy outfit. This is totally. I really
That is
hope
pretty
they.
awesome.
I hope they sell these outfits. This is one of the pre-order retailer exclusive outfits. I hope they sell this in the shop. I will definitely pay my fight money to have it. She just looks like super tactical and like more of like an actual like agent, which I like. A little bit less of the.
What do you think the
confused-
goggles are for?
What's that?
What do you think the goggles are for?
They're probably X-ray goggles.
You think so? Is it like for the snow? Because it doesn't seem like. Oh, maybe it's almost like an underwater outfit.
Yeah, it could be. Let's see what this Cammy's got. Okay, yeah, that block string. Ooh, that's a big risk. Make him pay. Make him pay, Mark Ryan. All right, let's see. YouTube. YouTube's not saying a whole lot right now. We love you anyway, though, YouTube. What's going on Twitter? Let's see. Remember, guys, if you want to interact with us on Twitter, just tweet at IGN with the hashtag IGNPlaysLive,
Thanks, Cal.
and we would be happy to take your questions, your comments, and all that other good stuff. I don't see much happening over here on the Twitters right now. Yeah, not a lot of people talking over there. All right, let's check back to Twitch. Twitch is usually pretty talkative. What's up, Twitch? What do we got going on? What do we got going on? Someone says, Yuri says, it's really ironic, Vince, that you talk about DOA that I talk badly about DOA looking the way it does, but I like Cammy. I'll be honest, I don't like Cammy's. First of all, I don't like Cammy's default outfit. I think it's dumb. I've always thought it was dumb. I like this outfit because it looks more tactical, it looks more in line with what I believe or understand her character more to be. Although, like it's still pretty ridiculous. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad you follow my work enough to know that that I criticize Dead or Alive for that sometimes, but yeah, consistency is important. But also understand that there's a lot of nuance too. Like, it's not always bad in my personal opinion. It's not always bad, you know, for characters to be, you know, kind of traditionally or superficially, you know, attractive. But kind of over-sexualization for the purpose of just titillation, I think, is kind of a problem. That said, when it seems like it's reasonably maybe part of someone's character, I'm a little bit more, you know, kind of into that and okay with that. Like, for instance, like a lot of people really hate Mika, and I actually really like Mika. I think Mika is carrying on kind of a proud wrestling tradition that, you know, that's been, well, I don't know if it's proud, you know, but it's a known wrestling gimmick that's been common and been used by both men and women over the years in WWE. So it's like, it feels like it's part of a character, and I don't know, I have less of a problem with that. Cammy just seems weird to me because it's just like, hey, she kind of, her demeanor and her fighting style and the way she is like, hey, I'm a super badass special agent. Also, I'm wearing a thong for some reason. And that's just kind of like silly to me. You know, it's like, hey, I can't just be a special agent. I have to be a special agent and eye candy. And I don't really dig that contradiction of character.
What exactly is her character? I don't know much about Cammy. Except, is she British?
She's British, but I think she's also. You have to forgive me, my Street Fighter lore. I love Street Fighter mechanics. I've never been huge in the Street Fighter lore.
Right.
But I mean, like, if nothing else, like, you can tell just, you know, clearly from her getup that she is, you know, she's military. She's trained military. And she acts like that and she fights like that. So it's always kind of silly to me when, like, hey, also, I can't just be trained military. I also have to wear a thong. And that's just kind of silly. But yeah, that's all I got to say about that. But I do appreciate, Yuri, you know, you bringing it up. I certainly don't mind talking about that and why one thing might seem objectionable to me and another thing might. And of course, everyone's different, you know. Like, at the end of the day, I'm just a dude, you know. I don't have the same perspective as a woman might, and even, you know, you can get 10 different women in a room, they don't necessarily have the same perspective on Street Fighter V's character design. So, you know, always a nuanced topic, for sure, but one I appreciate talking about a little bit.
Another interesting topic. This guy has not thrown one can of Sprite at me yet.
He's not throwing what?
One can of Sprite.
One can of Sprite?
Yeah, isn't that what she says? Can of Sprite.
Oh, you're right. It's a very misleading move. You think you're going to get hit with a can of Sprite? That's Birdie's thing. Birdie drinks a can of Sprite, and then he rolls it at you.
Right.
It's Sprite, right? It's always Sprite. It's Sprite. Oh, bye. Mid-Knocked Gamer says, bye, fellas. Off to the Nintendo Direct. Thanks for the entertainment. You're super welcome, man. Oh, someone's asking if I think Dudley will make his way into SF5. Well, I would love it if he did. I mean, we are getting other Third Strike characters, and sooner rather than later. So I guess it's possible.
Alex is an interesting choice, huh?
It is an interesting choice. He is an interesting choice, and a character that people have been kind of asking for a while now. Because he's kind of this interesting hybrid grappler. Oh. All right. I can respect that.
I don't know if I do. I mean, I did. That's why I got hit.
Wait, oh, was that Raw?
It was...
I thought it was a part of a combo. Did he combo into that, or did he just...
He hit me off like crouching medium kick?
Yeah. No, that's fine. I respect that, yeah.
I don't have those kind of confirms.
Crouch forward into super? I respect that. That's not an easy confirm, especially not online.
I don't have those confirms.
I mean, it may not have been a confirm. He may have just done it and hoped for the best. I thought he was going to hit you, but still, either way, I respect it.
Yeah. He finally did a can of Sprite, and I wasn't ready for it.
Ooh. Yeah, that's plus.
Is it really?
That's plus. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's plus. I've been looking at Cammy's flame data a little bit lately. Oh, he was like one hit away from stun. This would be a great... Oh, wow, dude. You hit exactly the right button. I was just going to say, that would be a good time to use your... Yep. Reduce that... Yeah. I mean, at least you reduced the stun. I mean, you still got hit, but... You see what I mean, though? How that can save you from being dizzied.
Mm-hmm.
And being dizzied in this game is nasty because the damage isn't scaled back as far as it is in previous Street Fighters.
Oh, interesting. Nice matches.
Yeah, good matches, guys. Really, really, really appreciate this.
Can someone that's not very good at this game please challenge me?
Here, why don't we switch over? I'll jump back on, and you can switch back into the
man the chat.
Yeah, you can man the chats.
What we got going on?
Thanks so much for playing with us, guys. You guys are all a blast to play with. Let's see, we got Zorgon. Undead as. Talk is cheap. We'll fight you. So I agree. Talk is cheap. I can get behind that.
Potato King has to leave us for now because he has to go play board games.
What? That's legit.
Some nerdy board games specifically.
The best kind. What's he
those
playing?
should be fine. He didn't say exactly.
Oh,
what.
is he gone already? What are you playing?
I believe. Yeah. We'll give him a chance to reply, but I believe he's gone playing nerdy board games.
I like me some nerdy board games. What about you? You play some nerdy board games?
You know, I haven't played a lot of nerdy board games until probably like the last year or so. If you count like card games, like
Sure.
Resistance, is that a nerdy board game?
Yeah, that's a nerdy board game.
All right, cool.
Sure.
I like Resistance a lot.
Yeah, Resistance is fun.
Coup is also pretty fun.
I've certainly played a lot of Dominion in my life.
I haven't even heard of that one.
It's a deck building game.
Okay.
So everyone starts with the same hand, and then there's like a group of like 10 cards. Talk is Sheep. You have to ready up. Oh, Talk is Sheep might not be at. He might have gotten up and like thought maybe we're not gonna. He probably thought no one was gonna answer his. Okay, sorry, Talk is Sheep. I gotta bounce out here. Can't have the stream watching me sit here and wait. Maybe I'll come back to you later, man.
So on that last screen, there's this text area over on the right.
Yeah.
It's like for text chat or like what's going? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they give you some preset messages. Actually, quite a few preset messages that you can parse through and use there. Sorry, Talk is Sheep. We'll try to get back to you.
So, wow, I can't pronounce this. Shosh, in the chat was clarifying that EX slide that Cameo was doing is +3 on
Yeah.
block.
Yeah, sounds about right. That's very plus. It's extremely plus. Yeah. I was pretty sure it's plus. That's plus. And then when she does, oh, hey, there we go. And then also Cannon Strike out of the Hooligan Flip is also EX. If you do Cannon Strike out of the EX Hooligan Flip, that's also plus. Actually, I think Cannon Strike is plus on block in general.
Really?
I think even non-EX Cannon Strike. Yeah.
Okay.
If at least if nothing else, if it's spaced the height, if you get the height
right.
and the spacing right, then yeah. Are there any requests on who I'm playing, or am I just randoming?
No specific requests. No.
Okay.
So people are talking about the. Supposedly, we're getting a better tutorial mode. Is that something that's coming?
So yeah, there was.
What do you think about? First of all, what do you think about the tutorial mode that you get in this game right now?
What tutorial mode?
When you first boot up the game,
here's how to
and
move
you sit
forward.
there and no, it's so bad.
Here's how to move back.
It's not only not helpful, it is obnoxious as a player who knows how to walk forward.
Right. It's like guys,
there.
when we say that we want to get beginners into the game, it's like, yeah, we want to get beginners, not people who've literally never played a video game before. I mean, yeah, sure, I'd like them to play too. I'm not saying they shouldn't play. What I'm saying is like, I think people, even non-fighting game people, can handle move forward, move backwards, and press a button. Like that's something that most people. Whoops! That's not at all what I meant to do.
Yeah, that's one thing that I was trying to explain to somebody on Twitter yesterday, is that the challenge with playing a game like Street Fighter, the challenge with getting good at the game is not. It's not the obvious things, right? It's not the things that you see on screen. You're like, oh, that combo looks really hard, or that move looks really hard to do. That's not playing Street Fighter.
No.
Playing Street Fighter is like footsies and like knowing when to take your turn,
right?
And
exactly.
Timing and mind games.
Yep.
Right.
Good
All
reaction.
of that is Street Fighter.
Absolutely, yeah. No,
Reactions, stuff like that. That's what it is to be good at Street Fighter. You can be really good at combos and know how to do all the moves, and that's like. That'll get you so far.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're playing against people that don't know how to do any of that, sure.
Right.
You'll be a king amongst the blind.
Yeah, anyone, right? I mean, anyone can be good. Anyone can be good if when they hit someone, you know. Like that's easy. It's easy to be good at yeah, when I hit you, I can do lots of things. But it's like, but how about getting that hit in the first place? That's the thing.
Like we saw when I was playing against that last Cammy player, you know, I have some combos that I can land. I know the buttons. I can do the moves. That's not why I was getting blown up.
Right.
I was getting blown up because he had the right moves at the right times. Right. He knew how to beat the things that I was doing. And so explaining that to people that are trying to get into Street Fighter, and even with, like, you know, how good a tutorial mode can get in a fighting game, it's going to be difficult to communicate those things. You know, if you go online, you spend a lot of time in tutorial mode. You get really good at completing whatever excellent tutorials they put together.
Right.
You go online, you can still get blown up.
Yep, absolutely.
Right? Because it's, as much as those things are part of the game, they're not really the game.
Right, they're not the game. The game is everything in between.
Yeah.
You know, the game is everything in between. And that's and what I'm sorry, someone earlier asked, "Hey, what's the big difference between what separates Street Fighter 5? What separates these other games from Street Fighter 5?" And what I was going to say before is, like, that's definitely what it is. Like, to me, the big difference between Street Fighter 5 is that most modern fighting games, to one degree or another, allow for some amount of what we would call set play. You know what I mean? Where it's like, once you get that first knockdown, it's an endless series of mix-ups and rewards or continued offense for the player that got that knockdown. Not endless, but, like, you know, they're going to get several cycles of forcing the opponent to get to block, to make guesses. And if the opponent guesses wrong, they're going to take a sizable amount of damage and probably end up back in the situation they started in. You know, it's like, you know, Street Fighter 4 at the high end became like this choose your own storybook, right? And it's like, well, Cammy knocked me down, you know, or Ibuki knocked me down. It's like, well, I'm going to guess. And, well, if I guess wrong, then it's like goes back to the beginning. Like the book, you know, like if you're in the book and you're like halfway through the book, and then it's like, then you come to a juncture and it's like, well, guess. And I'm like, well, I blocked left. It's like, nope, sorry, that was the wrong thing. Take a bunch of damage and go back to the beginning. Like, well, okay, well, and then like, you know, and it just keeps going and going and going. And so it's like the person on offense is being continually rewarded with better with another situation, with more damage and another opportunity, or, you know, an even keel, or maybe even a situation that's still in their advantage. In Street Fighter 5, set play is, you know, completely pretty much out the door.
Well,
because there's the only way you could ever get a hard knockdown is with a counter hit sweep. So even if you comboed into a sweep, you wouldn't be getting, like, the set play out of it. You know? Oh no, I'm Fang, guys. I'm sorry, my Fang is really bad. I'm being told by Ben Janka I failed to say good game to the last person who played. I'm sorry, we played so briefly and I was in the middle of talking the whole time. But thank you so much for playing. Seriously, like, it's just fun to get to play with you guys. Okay, if you guys are ready to see worst Fang or worst Fang, like, this is the worst Fang you've ever seen.
So far, I would say the worst Fang I've seen is Combo Fiend versus Mike Ross when he didn't know how to play the game.
That's true. That's pretty bad.
Which would still blow me up, of course.
Oh, yeah. Well, obviously, we'd all get blown up.
But yeah, I remember watching that video. I don't remember exactly what video it was. It was something. It was on IGN. I can't remember if it was part of a live stream or not. Where Combo Fiend was just figuring out how to play as Fang.
Yes.
And I was watching him. I was like, oh, the character, he looks kind of interesting. He looks different, but not that interesting. And then the first time I ran into a Fang player who had more experience online, I was like, oh, this character's cool.
Yeah, real talk, when Combo Fiend did that, he actually almost backed out of that because he was like, yo, Vince, real talk, like, I haven't actually played this character that much. He's like, you should get, if anyone lives out here in NorCal, you might know Harrison SBA, used to run a stream at Starbase Arcade in North Bay. And yeah, so Harrison actually works for Capcom now, and he's a great dude, very good player, and just a solid all-around guy. Someone who's nice to have a beer with, or play a set or two with. And yeah, so he
does he play Fang?
Yeah, he plays Fang, and his Fang is actually way better than Peter's is, and Peter will say that himself.
Right.
And he was like, Vince, have Harrison play it. I'm like, no, man, no, come on. Like, Harrison and Mike don't have a history. I'm like, you and Mike have history, and like, that's, you know, that'll be fun. You know, although I'm sure it would have been fun to watch Mike get blown up,
right,
by Harrison, because believe me, Mike barely beat. Mike barely is character select on. I'm gonna ask. I want to back up and re-ran. I'll play this out. I just feel bad for the stream who's watching a totally horrible
Fang.
Yeah, and I feel bad for that.
What's the cross-up kick that he's got where he basically kicks in the opposite direction that you jump?
That's jump roundhouse.
Just jump roundhouse?
Yeah. And it always turns around like that, so like you can't use it. That's bad.
That move is so funny. He's also got some weird crouching thing where I don't even know. I just know that the first time I got blown up by a Fang player, I saw what that character was about.
Yeah.
Okay. He's a bit of nonsense.
Yeah, he kind of is.
He's tricky.
Not when I play him though.
But he's not. Yeah, he's not a straightforward character, right? He's not.
Yeah, peas for lunch. You're a solid player. We should definitely play play instead with someone who I can actually play, and we can put on a better match for people. You're playing great, but I feel bad for wasting your time like this. I literally don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like pressing things. Nice, good call.
Nice.
Call me out. Well, that's not the anti-air. It's crouch fierce.
So he just did one thing as Vega that I've not been doing a whole lot of, and that's throwing out crouching medium kicks. Should I be doing that more often?
Crouching medium kick is okay. It's not a great button. It's not a bad button.
I know it's a good move to link off of.
Yeah, that's horrible. Yeah, let's I'm gonna back up. Peas for lunch. Good games, but I'd rather give you a real match because you're clearly a solid player. He was hitting me a lot with I think it was crouch jab and then stance switch command grab, which is cool. I didn't know that spacing worked, but it's probably got to be the light version of the command grab.
He didn't have to take a step forward.
No, it's probably the light version of the command grab though, because the light version is the one that has the longest range.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, it's pretty much universal. Well, I'm pretty sure you know that. That's pretty much universal in
with command grabs
in Street Fighter 4. In Street Fighter command grabs, it's usually the light one does less damage but has more range.
Interesting. I didn't realize.
Yeah, it's almost always how it is. Yeah, like that Zangief. Certainly, that's how it is. And every character in Street Fighter 5, that's also how it is.
Is that how it was in Street Fighter 2 Turbo?
Only one character had a command grab back then, and that was Zangief. And yes, the answer is yes.
Was it?
Yep.
Man, I didn't realize that.
Unless someone wants to correct me, but I'm pretty sure. That back then it was the jab spinning power driver had more range than the others. Spinning power driver did so much damage back then. Do you remember that?
All throws used to do so much
all
damage.
throws did, but no, spinning power driver was literally a third of your life.
Yeah, that's why throws were cheap back then.
Yeah, they're cheap.
And then if you throw me, I get to throw you back.
That's right. You gotta give it back.
That's the way.
That was
that's the way we
unearned damage. Think about it though. Back in Street Fighter 2 days, there was literally nothing you could do about you could not. There was no such thing as a throw tech.
Right. It's just whoever threw first.
Right. Oh wow, nice call out.
So
Is that tight?
So he used the V skill.
So I tried to neutral jump that and I couldn't.
Cross up anti-air? Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nice tech.
So now somebody else named Dylan Carey, whose username on Twitter is not Dylan Carey. This is confusing. He wants to know how we feel about the Jean-Claude Van Damme Street Fighter movie. Great movie or greatest movie?
It's the greatest movie of all time. Clearly.
It probably is, right? I mean, you think about all the great movies that we've had in our lifetime. You know, Mad Max was really, really good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Avatar, one of the best. No, never mind. Avatar wasn't that good. Street Fighter Jean-Claude Van Damme movie is definitely better than Avatar. Maybe not quite as good as Mad Max.
It's close.
That's a terrible movie. I actually don't know that I've seen the entire movie. I've definitely seen parts of it, and I've definitely pieced out of that movie multiple times.
Oh, really?
It's not good. Maybe Raul Julia's rocket boots are pretty cool. As M. Bison. But I think it's less good than Jackie Chan's role as Chun-Li and whatever. I don't even know what that was, but I've seen.
Wait, that's a thing?
You've never seen Jackie Chan as Chun-Li?
Apparently, I've never lived before.
I'll show you later. And so Michael Martin's actually asking us too. Who do you think is going to be strong on the Capcom Pro Tour this year? Have we seen anybody stand out? I mean,
I knew he was going to do that, and I tried for EX Spinning Mixer, but I was late on the reversal input. Ah, that's frustrating. I can't possibly answer a question like that while playing someone who knows what they're doing.
Give us some really in-depth analysis of the state of Street Fighter V play right now.
Quiet, you! That was a great reaction.
That was good.
Oh, he fell for the frame trap, but then I missed the confirm. Great. Oh, I missed a juggle. No.
Oh, interesting. Did it. Just did it.
So, I thought... I think I might have just learned something interesting, and that's very helpful for me to learn from this guy.
Does it have anything to do with like an excellent recipe for pancakes?
What's that?
What did you learn?
So I think what I learned is that what do you call it? EX Spinning Mixer might not be throw invulnerable.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, I dropped that link. That was important. Oh, I thought I was going to juggle him. That's a good reaction. Yeah. He's been trying to hit me with that meaty command grab the whole time, so I just neutral jumped it. This is a good set, man. Peas, I appreciate this this play. This is fun. I'm having to think. Sorry I'm being so quiet, guys. But I actually really have to concentrate against this fine gentleman.
Do you think anybody that we're playing against is also running a live stream and talking and commentating
Maybe
while they play? 'Cause that'd be pretty impressive.
Round one. Fight.
ADZ Undead is asking us what Street Fighter 4 character would we like to see in this game?
That's tough. That's a good question.
Just the way that this game feels, like it would be kind of cool to play as Seth. I don't know. He's kind of like a... I feel like as a character, he doesn't have a lot of personality, but the way that he plays would feel pretty good in this game.
Sure, I can see that.
He's a very aggressive, shenanigan-y, almost nutty character.
Yeah, nutty is exactly what Seth is. Oh man, I thought I was gonna catch him with that.
And as a Marvel vs. Capcom player, I like more nutty.
Oh, you're all about the nutty.
The more nutty you can put into your game, the better.
I'm surprised you don't play this character. You should play Rashid. Rashid is the nut in this game. Although I don't play him that nutty. Vega is a character that I have trouble playing the ground game against, even though, honestly, his ground game isn't that strong in this game compared to other games that he's been in.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the thing. That's not the thing, Ben. Yeah, he's very nutty, but like the thing is that when you play him super nutty, he's very unsafe, and there's so many better ways to play this character. Like people
what, Ben?
People get. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. This is probably the worst stream you guys all ever watched. I'm really sorry. Like it's very hard for me to, especially since this guy is a totally solid player.
Right. Like I said, if we get some more players who are not as good challenging us, please. We can play and talk at the same time. I'm just kidding. It's awesome. These guys are so good. It's actually, it's nice seeing that at the level of fighting gameplay. I feel like the average fighting game player now
is so much better than they used to be.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely, and I love that.
Like it used to be like, you know, you would.
Oh, that was it.
You would sort of reach a point in your own little group of players where you know who's the best player in your group, and that player thinks they're good, and then you start mixing those groups. Like, you know, as adults, like I'd play people that grew up as, you know, the best player in their little group of friends, and they weren't that good at the game, honestly. And like people that basically.
Sorry, dude.
Oh, you chipped him?
I chipped him. Yeah.
That's actually an interesting thing about this game is
you can only chip with a critical. Yep. That's the first time I've ever beaten someone with chip.
Oh yeah?
I was like, well, I have the opportunity. Not actually. You know what? It was funny about it. A little bit good because
nice.
I thought that was pretty crafty.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's something you generally can't do in this game. But I was like, you know what? He's down to 1 point. I'm down to 1 point. I'm like, this is the one situation in which just running up into his face and doing critical could win me the match. So I did it. Starting to call that out.
Asian Bro wants to know if we want to see his bad Karin. The answer is yes.
Sure, absolutely. It's okay. All I know how to play is bad Karin anyway.
He'll probably surprise us.
Oh boy. Ah! Nice anti-air. F it. Oh, I thought that was going to hit him for sure. I blew that. I had such a good situation with Yasar there, and I didn't capitalize on it.
Dylan Carey on Twitter brings up a good point. You know, I claimed that Street Fighter, Jean-Claude Van Damme's Street Fighter might have been the best movie of all time.
It's not probably, but yeah, it's definitely fine.
Well, he brought up a good point. Mortal Kombat, the movie, I think was actually legitimately Mortal Kombat movie, the first one.
Oh yeah, without being ironic,
yeah. That was pretty solid.
It was pretty solid.
I don't remember thinking the same about the second one, but it's been a really long time since I've watched it.
Oh, nice, dude. Oh my god, I'm gonna get called out. Yep, it's gonna be a wrap.
So in that last Barcelona attack, he missed a link, but he did something that I don't know why. For some reason, I've had troubles doing it. Is crouching medium punch into Barcelona attack.
Yeah, the reason you probably had a problem with that is because EX Barcelona attack doesn't hit standing opponents. Crouching opponents, rather.
That is true. That is not why I have.
Oh, okay. So it's even on standing opponents you can't do it.
I'm just not pulling off. Like for me, going from a crouch move into a dragon punch is a lot more difficult than going from a crouch move into fireball motion. What did you think about Lupe versus Daigo?
Oh, please. Don't even start on that.
What does that mean?
I was very frustrated by that. Like, I know I'm kind of a stick in the mud here, and people are just like, oh, but it's fun, and people had a good time. And, like, yeah, that's great. And I'm not begrudging people their good times, but, like, honestly, you know what it is? Let me explain to you why I think it's... Why I didn't...
Why you don't like good times?
What's that?
Why you don't like good times?
Exactly, why I hate fun.
Okay.
As most of my friends are usually telling me that I hate fun.
Be careful, because a lot of people do like fun.
Yeah.
But we respect your opinion.
Sorry, it's really hard for me to do this, guys.
All right.
So the reason I have a problem with it is because not a lot of people in the like, you know, general audience, like outside of like, you know, like pretty like big video game fans know or understand or have an idea of like the idea that like competitive gaming is hard and that it takes a lot of skill and that these people who do it and who have a reputation in it, they've plied their craft over a really long time, and they're not they're talented in a special way that's not like just like the average person, you know? Like Michael Jordan is not just some guy who just played basketball a lot, and so look at that, because he's, you know, he played it a lot, he just became good at it, and, you know, that's not what it is, and people don't understand that on the outside.
Okay. And
so it frustrates me because I see people go like, oh, people already think that there's not a lot of skill to be had in competitive gaming. You know, I'm saying people on the outside think that. And it's like, I just don't want to... I don't want to perpetuate the idea in people's heads that this is something that's easy. You know, like... And that's what people think, I feel like. I feel like if you're an outsider who doesn't follow fighting games, doesn't follow video games, and you're a Lupe Fiasco fan, who's great, by the way, I love Lupe, and I think he was a sport about the whole thing, to be really clear. I love the way, you know, he participated in it and handled it. I thought it was great. Love him. This is... I'm blowing this match because I'm trying to talk at the same time, but, like...
that's okay. So
the problem I have with it is that now everyone who doesn't really follow fighting games and doesn't really follow competitive gaming is like, oh yeah, so you see that? Like, this guy was supposed to be the best Street Fighter player of like the generation, and like, you know, this guy who'd never played it competitively and played this game at all, practiced for like a week, and then he beat him. And that just like to me, it's like that just legitimizes people's idea that fighting games and competitive gaming just don't take a lot of skill and just aren't unique. And I'm sorry, Peas for Lunch, that I basically did not show up for this entire last match because I was trying to talk. But you played great, and you taught me some cool things about Vega. You're a strong player, man. Good games. Yeah, I'm sorry to everyone that whole last match was just like I did literally nothing. I just kind of stood there.
You don't have to apologize for your match.
No, I feel bad.
You saw me play.
People tune in.
They saw me play.
People tune in to watch good gameplay, and I don't want people to feel like at least Peas for Lunch gave them a good show. All right, why don't we switch it up a little bit so that I can talk a little bit on the mic without having to worry about playing poorly and wasting everyone's time at home. You guys' valuable time, which I so appreciate you guys chose to spend with us today. I really can't thank you guys enough for that. And Peas for Lunch for the good games. Okay, super producer Ben Janka wants to know if this is like, are you gonna play Peas for Lunch?
I don't know. What am I doing?
You're playing Peas for Lunch now. Peace for lunch.
You got to explain these menus.
You gotta.
friend.
Peace for lunch. You're up again. Dazzle us some more.
I'll play in one round and then I'll bounce out.
Okay, cool. That sounds fair. Sorry, Peace for lunch. We're not gonna play a full set here, but we'll get a Vega mirror.
Oh. You know how I feel about mirror matches?
How do I feel about them?
You know how I feel about them?
No, how do you feel about mirror matches?
I'm really bad at them.
Yeah, I don't like mirror matches. I've generally never liked mirror matches. But you want to know what? I find the Rashid mirror match to be a lot of fun.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the first time I've liked the mirror. I like playing a mirror match.
It's nutty squared.
It's just nutty, exactly. It's just nutty squared, and it's funny, and it's crazy, and it's like, you know what? You learn real quick, like, which Rashid has the strong fundamentals and knows, like, what's risky and what isn't, and which Rashid is just, like, kind of going nutty and nuts and just doesn't know what's safe and what's not, so they just kind of hang it out there. It's like it's a fellow Rashid player that knows exactly what's not safe and what is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, if you're relying on the nutty stuff,
right,
then the other Rashid player will call it out, which I think is pretty funny. So yeah, super producer Ben Janka wants to know if you guys are enjoying this. Like, do you guys enjoy this kind of thing? Or do you like when we just play with you? You know, we just log on, like, hey, let's play some matches. Not just in this game, but I guess in any game, really. Like, is this fun for you guys? Let us know. We're still trying to figure out, like, what we, you know, if this is something we should do more often, if it's something that's too boring and you guys don't want to. We want to get you guys involved. We want to know what you guys like. So please let us know, and that would be great. So anyway, back to what I was saying before. Yeah. And to be fair, yeah, some people are saying in the chat that Daigo isn't necessarily the greatest Street Fighter player of all time. Sure, there are people who could challenge him. There are certainly certainly he wasn't. I'll be honest, like, as much as I love Daigo, he wasn't necessarily super relevant for most of the back half of Street Fighter 4's life. And
well, as like, he wasn't winning.
Right, he wasn't winning tournaments,
but he was always in top 10.
I shouldn't say he isn't relevant. I'm saying I don't think he was in a top 16 for most of the back half of Street Fighter 4's life. I think he was in the top 16 once, top 32 a few times. I don't have all the results in front of me, but you know, I'm not trying to say that he's the most dominant player ever, but certainly when he's in sixth gear, one of, if not the scariest, and certainly at his prime, in other games, absolutely the greatest, if not the greatest of his time in those games. So, you know, anyway, regardless of whether or not you think that Daigo is the best or even one of the best Street Fighter players, beyond just being one of the most popular Japanese players here in the States, because there's lots of great Japanese players, right? Aside from that, completely separate from that, is the idea that, like I said, average Joe Lupe Fiasco fan who doesn't necessarily follow professional gaming, or maybe even thinks professional gaming is kind of a joke, or doesn't really get it or get why it's cool, and doesn't think it takes any skill, tunes in for that exhibition, right? And they're like, oh, there you go, there you have it. This just legitimizes everything I've ever thought. All I need to do to beat a pro player is just, like, put a week of practice in, and, you know, I can be at that level. And, like, to me, like, as a person who cares about, like, the amount of time and effort that goes into what these pros do, I don't like that, you know. And, like, using like, there's a difference between, and some people say, like, oh, but an exhibition should be fun. I agree, it should be fun. It's one thing if it's like it's one thing if it's Steph Curry in a 3-point shootout against some celebrity on All-Star Weekend, because it's widely accepted and known that basketball is not something that anyone can just pick up and play at a professional level, right? But we're still at a point in competitive gaming where a lot of people on the outside are like, what a joke. All I have to do is, like, quit my full-time job, and in a week I'll be better than all these guys. A lot of people really think that, and it's really, it really minimizes and diminishes the amount of commitment and talent that some of these pro players exhibit. And I don't think that, you know. I don't. That's not the light in which I want competitive fighting games to be seen.
I thought it was a fun match.
It was fun. It was totally fun. And Daigo, again, both guys were great sports about it. And
I think it was
Daigo
awesome.
Daigo made it entertaining. It was really impressive to watch Daigo try to make it look believable for someone who doesn't necessarily know Street Fighter that well. Like, he made it look like it was real, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for that person, if you know Street Fighter and you you know Daigo, you're watching things in certain situations that were happening over and over again that you know that Daigo after once or twice would have learned, and he just didn't learn. Constantly using the wrong DP, like just over and over, constantly misjudging the range of certain normals. Standing right over a downed I get to see Lupe hitting him with wake up throw once because you think that the beginner Ken player is going to wake up with DP, and so you stand there and you block so you can punish it.
Right.
But then they stand up and they do wake up throw instead. So it's like, okay, fine, they get hit with that once, and then you just space yourself out so that you're not in throw range on their wake up, and that option just goes away, right? And then that's like, if I can tell that after 10 seconds, I know that Daigo can, but it's like he just kind of kept getting hit with it a few times, and it's like, sure. But I mean, that said, like, he did a good job of making it entertaining and fun, and that's important too. Like, I want to stress also, like, it is cool to do fun exhibitions and get people who don't normally care about fighting games to care about them, and I respect that too. I think there's an upside to it for sure. Me personally, I'm like, I already have to fight to get people to believe that there's any real talent that goes into competitive fighting games or competitive, gaming.
I guess I've not had that struggle.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you haven't, maybe it's a struggle unique to, like, the kind of environment I grew up in or the kind of people that I'm usually around. But yeah, I feel like getting people to at least not laugh at competitive gaming it can be hard unless you have a really open mind and you're around gamers and people who are both into it and good at explaining why it's important and why it's interesting or why it's entertaining. But if you don't have that, and you're the kind of person who's in an environment, like, for instance, like when I used to work for Enterprise Rent-A-Car, I worked for Enterprise Rent-A-Car, and I would always, whenever I had the spare time, I would try to watch, like, match replays on my phone on Wi-Fi, or I would talk about some tournament I watched or went to on vacation. My bosses would always, like, laugh about it and be like, "What are you talking about?" And, like,
you gotta be hanging out with some more nerds.
They just make fun of me, and I would try to explain to them, like, no, like, this is a thing. And the only language they understood really about it was if I told them that the person could make a decent amount of money at it. And then, of course, then they start thinking it's legit.
Right.
But yeah, I can see it both ways. Entertaining exhibition. At the same time, it would make me sad if the takeaway for people on the outside is like, see, pro gamers, what they do is
I
very
didn't get
impressive,
that at all.
Well,
But I agree. If someone thinks that, that's clearly wrong.
Yeah, it is totally wrong.
Am I supposed to hit quit there? What is it asking me to do?
Yeah, you could if you want to.
It's asking me if I want to rebattle, and I say yes.
Oh, if you say yes, then he set it up to play a set.
And then it asks me if I want to quit.
Yeah, so you can either quit or you can play again. Yeah. So it gives you the option to quit the set or finish the set.
I'm very confused by those menu options.
Why is that confusing?
Because it's giving me the option twice.
Oh yeah, it'll give you the option after every fight. Any case, Hydro411, I agree. Daigo versus Valle in '98 is a sick. That's a sick set. Totally worth looking at. Ads Undead, who we're playing right now, I think.
Yep.
Says, yes, IGN, this is fun. Please keep doing this. We will. We will. Uncle Valle. Old man Ryu. Let's go. Let's go over to Twitter and see what people have to say. Dylan Carey is saying...
Click this.
Oh.
Load more.
Okay, we'll there's some debate about the legitimacy of the Mortal Kombat movie.
What?
Yeah, what we were saying is Mortal Kombat is the better movie based off of a fighting game in the 90s. That's what I would say. I don't think Dylan Carey agrees, but that's okay, Dylan. You're entitled to your opinion. YouTube, what do you got for us, guys? Oh, someone said, are both these commentators usually paired together? I wish I could say we were professional commentators, but there's nothing. We are not. we're talking as best we can, but I wouldn't say we're commentators. But I wouldn't say we're often paired together. Certainly not often enough. I love sitting here and playing fighting games with Mark Ryan. Not only is he
Makes
quality
one of
dude-
us.
What's that?
Just kidding.
What? No,
yeah, we don't get to play together.
we don't get to
enough,
play
yeah.
as much or
Which is
stream as much.
why
together.
it's great that we've got Street Fighter in the break room now.
Yeah, which is all thanks to you, man. You organized that. Now
Put
we have an
together.
arcade cabinet with the PS4 and Street Fighter 5 in there, and yeah, DK Mario Link wants to know if we can play them next because they play Laura and we haven't seen any Laura on the stream yet. Yeah, we can do that.
Are you bad?
You can yeah, it's important. DK Mario Link, are you bad at playing Laura?
So far, everybody is too good.
That's Mark Ryan's main complaint right now is that everyone's too good. I haven't been paying attention to this match too much to give you any.
It's not been
any
bad.
pointers.
I mean, ADZ's definitely kicked my butt, but
Oh, nice! He threw in the overhead there. That was risky, but kind of smart. Like because after crouch strong, Nash is like +2 or something. So like you can't really do anything.
okay.
You know what I mean? So I was actually smart because he knows that like if you're smart, you're conditioned to block. Yeah, play again. Finish the set.
What is that?
Oh, I don't know what that.
That's
oh,
what
I don't know what
talking
that
about.
was.
That's
That
what I'm
was
talking
weird.
about.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
See what I'm saying?
But yeah, you know, like a sensible player is gonna like after they block crouch strong, they're probably gonna keep blocking because they don't want to get hit with a counter hit stand strong. So he knew that, and he saw that you were respecting it instead of trying to attack into it, and so he was like, you know, he's gonna respect it and block. I'm just gonna throw the overhead. That was smart. You got the smart stuff, undead ads. You got the smart stuff. Oh, Safari, I'm sorry, man. I wasn't on here. I didn't see that you've been asking about your lore. I just tuned in and saw the first person who asked, and I said yeah. I'm sorry. We do love you. We really love playing with you guys. This has been a lot of fun.
Man, why am I hitting buttons?
That's not a bad thing to hit buttons against. You know that has no invulnerability frames. The EX Sonic Scythe, that is not an invincible reversal. You just, if he's like doing that on wake up, just meaty anything, we'll stuff it. As long as you, I mean, like, you know, as long as you time the meaty properly.
Sweep that.
Okay. He was showing you a lot of respect on your wake up there. It's just strange. Like, there is literally nothing that Vega has on wake up that you have to respect, guys. I don't know why I'm giving him tips on.
Hopefully he's too busy playing and not
Right,
listening.
right, exactly. And he probably also knows that. There's literally nothing that Vega has on wake up that you have to respect. If Vega gets knocked down, he just has to hold that L. But what's nice is that in Street Fighter 5, you know, you can fast get up from everything except for counter hit. Oh, nice. There you go. Was that an intentional whiff punish? Did you kind of recognize that?
Yeah, it was a reaction.
Yeah, okay. Nice, man.
It's my old
good.
man reactions.
Yeah. You and me both, man. No, that was good. And don't forget when he throws those those fierce booms at you. Don't forget you have Matador turn, your V skill. You can go right through that. You don't have to block that. You don't have to deal with his nonsense. Good confirm. Okay. Yeah, that's the weird thing about Vega's stand strong, which is like one of his best pokes. I feel like in this this stance
for sure.
is that almost so many other characters stand strong or stand medium punch. Stand medium punch and crouch medium punch for most of the cast is actually +1 or +2 on block. So like it's still your turn when they block that. And you would think that Vega, being one of the fast, speedy characters who's got, like, you know, theoretically a strong ground game, you'd think that would be the case for him also, but actually it's not. Actually, his stand strong is even on block. So, like, you can't, from that range that you use stand strong, you don't really have necessarily any way better options than anyone else, like, to beat whatever they're going to do next.
But it's got a little bit more range than
Yeah.
average, maybe.
No, it does, but I'm saying if it gets blocked, you don't want to just recklessly press whatever because you're used to being plus with other characters.
Right.
Oddly, in a reverse, his stand forward or his stand medium kick, and which for everyone else is usually minus on block, his is +2.
His standing medium kick?
Standing medium kick.
Okay.
Yeah, that's +2. So if they block that, it's your turn. And most people will think it's not, because one of the things I've been training myself on is like, if I block a medium kick of any kind from anyone in the cast, I'm like, that's my turn to press something. Like just anything, any medium range, normal. I'm like, it's my turn to do that. But it's actually against Vega, it's not. It's hitting you with the classics. Hitting you with the classics.
That medium.
Oh, Shokugeki no Soma. I just binge watched that. Kenko Shaft, I just binge watched that with my girlfriend last week or the week before. That is shot right to the top of my list of like one of my favorite new anime from recent times. Absolutely love it. Oh wow. I was wondering, did Stand Roundhouse just combo with just Link with crouching strong? Oh, he missed the cancel was not quite there. Does that work? He probably wouldn't have done it if it didn't work. Oh, answering back. Is this gonna do it? Is this
No,
gonna
it's so weak.
No,
so
not
weak. Needs more damage.
Oh.
Of course.
No, it doesn't have invincibility.
I know.
Yeah, I was gonna warn you in advance.
Better.
I thought you were gonna do it. I was like, no, Mark Ryan, no, it's not invincible.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Your life. Don't throw your life away like this.
You won.
When are they gonna have?
Good job, ADZ.
When are they gonna have 30K? Yeah, good games, man. That was some solid Vega play. We've seen some solid Vegas, man. I really appreciate that. So back out. And I guess maybe I'll do one more. Do you want to stay on, or should I jump on for one more? What do you think, guys? Do you want to see more of Mark Ryan's Vega, or do you want me to jump on and do Rashid to finish this off?
Who was the
DK Mario Link.
DK Mario Link?
Yep, you just passed him. Yep, DK Mario Link. What's that? Oh, so you want Mark to finish it off? Okay, guys, we're gonna have Mark Ryan close it out from here, I guess, according to my producer. Unless there's like overwhelming demand otherwise, but I don't think there will be, because Mark Ryan is a fine gentleman who's fun to watch play.
Plus, I'm playing a character who's got his shirt wide open, which I know everyone appreciates.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I'm gonna keep doing it.
Hey, we need eye candy for everybody.
And he's brunette, not blonde.
Yep. And brunettes do it better. We know.
That's
Mark
right.
Ryan and I know.
Do you know my driver's license says I'm blonde?
Yeah, it's like a. No, it's not blonde. Why does it say blonde?
I don't know.
My
I
hair's not
didn't pick blonde. Someone clearly at the DMV
When
was like,
when
nah.
I created my character at the start of my. When you DK Mario Link, you have to. Ready up, buddy. Yeah, there we go. Let's do this. See what you got with Laura. So remember I was saying before that this game doesn't really have set play in the way that Marvel and Street Fighter 4 do. Laura kinda does.
Oh?
Kinda. Like Laura can kind of have like set play. A little bit.
So I definitely don't understand Laura. What should I be doing?
You would like Laura.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would like Laura.
I like that she can throw out the little fireball and like kind of do stuff
and then
behind
get
it.
Oki. Yeah, get Oki off it.
It's like an assist.
No, it's exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's very Marvel. She kind of, like I said, she gets a little bit of set play off it. Like get the knockdown, like do a combo that lets you like throw up another barrier like before they've had a chance to get. Like if you don't consistently like tech against Laura, like, and you just let people do their setups, you're nope.
So that's what I should be doing.
Oh, definitely tech every knockdown.
All right.
Don't let them have a. Yeah. Okay, another important thing. Laura has this elbow, and like the day one simple stuff is to do the jab elbow, like crouch forward into the jab elbow, because the medium elbow doesn't combo off of crouch forward. Yeah, she's gonna
is the elbow plus or minus?
Okay, so the elbow is I think even or minus when it's blocked.
Okay.
But on hit, it's a little bit plus. Okay, Here's the thing, though. The jab one doesn't have a follow-up like the medium one does. So what people do is they use the frame advantage to just do her command grab. And if you press a button, if you try to, like jab her out of it, you're just going to get thrown. And obviously, if you just block, you're just going to get thrown. So what you got to understand is that if you ever see that, the jab, if you get hit by the jab elbow, you got to do something else. Try to backdash. Oh, no. Try to backdash or hold up and neutral jump it. If you neutral jump it, you know, it'll whiff and you might be able to get a punish when you come down, depending on your timing. Oh, he had an opportunity there he didn't take. He had that counter hit roundhouse. That was interesting. I think that must have been lag. I don't think he meant to do that. Where he hit you with the jab elbow and then just kept doing the jab elbow. That's not really a thing.
It might be a thing against me.
Maybe it is. No, but I think that was lag. So sometimes when a rollback happens like that, it shows a hit multiple times. You know, it gets a little weird. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. So yeah, you see that situation, and then like you can either neutral jump it or you can backdash it, because backdash is not hit invulnerable, but it's throw invulnerable from frame 1. So you can backdash it and then punish. You know, just keep in mind, of course, Laura has ways to deal with both of those. That she could do the jab, right? That situation right there. But she didn't do what they very often do, which is follow it up with a command grab and see what you do. Nice. Good. Also remember, dude, that was nice. Also remember, when they throw out that slow-moving barrier and that you feel like just controls the situation. Remember, EX the roll is projectile invulnerable.
Is it really?
Yeah. So that's and it's either plus on block. I think it's
plus on block.
It's at very least safe. The worst it could be is -2, but I think it might be either even or +1. Maybe someone at home with the guide in front of them can help us out. I don't really remember, but at very least it's not punishable and it's projectile invulnerable. So if you see them start charging up for that projectile at like full screen like that or a 3/4 screen, definitely just just EX roll. Oh my God, Esperanza Perez. I don't know if you're speaking to us or someone in the chat, but you said you guys are great gamers. I really appreciate that, man. I don't know how great we are. We try, but I really appreciate that, because man, it is not hard to play something like a fighting game against good people online while trying to. Oh my God,
that was terrible.
So
I regret that.
You regret everything. Not like this. So let me break down what just happened there, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. So you were going you were trying to either. You thought you sniffed out that she was going to do the projectile, and so you were going to punish it with the V trigger, and then you were gonna link the V trigger into critical art.
Right.
But you were late on the V trigger. You didn't get the punish that you wanted, but through muscle memory you did the super anyway.
No, so it's even worse than that.
Oh,
it wasn't muscle memory. It was a decision.
It was a decision? You were like, I'm just gonna do it?
I was
let it rock? Just do it?
I knew the health was low. I wasn't sure how low.
Oh, you thought maybe you'd chip him.
Maybe
you chip him. Okay.
Maybe I could chip.
I thought you just did
it was a bad idea.
That's funny. I thought you just did it out of muscle memory. See, that was a cool little setup, making you land on the projectile.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I really appreciate that compliment. It's really not easy to play these games at even a semi-competent level while talking to people, and that's assuming that I'm even semi-competent in the first place, guys. So I appreciate the. Believe me, it's always a little. I love playing with you guys, and I love playing Street Fighter. But Ben can attest to the fact that I get super nervous about these things because I never want to look terrible. Not just because I don't want to look bad for myself, but I also, you guys, like I said, your time is valuable, and you choose to spend it with us. And I want to entertain you. And like, if I'm playing really horribly and terribly, that's not very entertaining. And so there's always that worry too. So when I get a compliment and people are like, hey, we're playing well, or hey, you guys are great, it really does mean a lot to us, guys. Really is, because all we want is to entertain you and give you a good time. So it's nice to know that we're not mucking it up, because we wouldn't want to waste your guys' good time. Oh, that's right. And if Ben Jenkins reminds me, that if you do like what we're doing, then please do like, subscribe, whatever is relevant on the platform on which you are experiencing us, because we definitely need your support. There it is. There's the real deal.
There's a lot of resources, but
yeah, but
I got the W.
To shore up the, it's a situation where you need to win. Like you're down to your last third of your life bar on after you've lost a round. You kind of have to spend the resources in that situation. I respect that decision. So yeah, guys, we super appreciate it. Thank you. I'll let people playing stuff. I will let Ben know. People playing stuff. Ben says he says that we should play Far Cry Primal or Rainbow Six Siege. So there's some input for you.
Which Street Fighter is that?
Cool. So I'm gonna go take a quick look at the Twitch. What's up, Twitch? How we doing?
I was going for the command grab.
Mike, thank you. Mike chimed in on the Twitch that Vega's EX roll is -2 on block. So yeah, it's still safe though. It's still entirely safe. So you don't have to worry about.
Does anybody have a 2-frame move?
It being punished? No. Nope.
That's too fast.
Too fast.
It would be unfair.
Actually, okay, hold on a second. There are no 2-frame attacks for sure. That I know. Okay. There might be a 2-frame command grab, like a super, like maybe Geef's critical is 2-frame after the flash. I don't know. I'm not positive. Thank you, Asian bro. So yeah, actually, so Zangief's super is as I suspected it was fast. It's actually faster even than I thought. It's after the flash, it's 1 frame. So there you have that. Thank you, Asian bro. Dodge on the Run says hi from Milwaukee. Hey Milwaukee, what's up? What's good? Someone's asking how long are you guys gonna be on for? Sadly, this is the end of our stream. Oh, we're gonna finish this match or this set? Okay, so we're gonna finish this set with DK Mario Link, and then that's gonna be the end of it. Unfortunately, it's been fun playing with you guys though. It's really been a good time. I hope that we were able to put on a good show. Again, super self-conscious about playing for the stream fighting games. Like Ryan was saying before, even the quote-unquote bad or noob fighting game players have, even the lowest level has gotten so much better than they used to be. So it becomes harder and harder to look competent. I hope I didn't bore you guys to tears with any of my characters. Love you too, buddy. Mike, yes, you'll see me at EVO for certain. Maki Beats is disappointed that we're almost done because he just got off work. Sorry, man. You can watch the archive.
This will be an archive, right?
Yeah, yeah, we might actually rebroadcast it immediately right after this. So no worries, man. If you need something to do, have a little bit of fun, we'll be here. Oh, cool. What are we playing tomorrow on IGN Plays Live? Oh, cool. So we got Marty Sleva and Alana Pierce, who's our relatively recently hired toys and culture editor, and a swell individual in general. They're both gonna be on playing the Uncharted 4 beta tomorrow. So if you guys want to check that out on IGN Plays Live from 1 to 3. Oh, just kidding. It's not the normal bat time. It's the same bat channel, but it won't be 1 to 3. It'll be 12 to 1 tomorrow. Okay, and then 1 to 3 is going to be Jose Otero and Brendan Graber playing Wind Waker to celebrate Zelda's anniversary, which is and I love Wind Waker, one of the best 3D Zeldas in my personal opinion. So yeah, come on over to IGN Plays Live tomorrow. So we'll be streaming stuff from 12 to 3, a little bit special tomorrow, and 12 to 1. We'll be doing Uncharted 4 beta, and then 1 to 3. we'll be doing some Wind Waker. And this is coming down to the wire here. Last round, last situation. Oh, did you press things after the EX roll? You did the EX roll and then you pressed things, right? You pressed things. Yeah.
I can't help but press things.
It's
I'm a
hard.
Marvel player.
You're a Marvel player. You press things.
Ah.
So what's that put the... Okay, so this puts the set at 2-1 in DK Mario Link's favor. So this could be it.
This could be it.
This could be the end for our hero. This might be the end. Asian bro, I'm sorry, man. He's disappointed that he didn't play because he brought out his stick and everything. I'm sorry, buddy. Like we'll bring it back another time for sure. I promise. Like we'll definitely do this again. It seems like enough people have enjoyed this that we'll come on back and give you a chance to get the run back or to get your first match in any case. Yeah, Asian Bro is also right. Yeah, Asian MKX is set player. It can be set play in any case. Yeah, I mean, look, to be clear, I don't want to say that I hate set play. That can be fun and interesting too. That's a different dynamic and a different flow for a fighting game to follow. And of course, Marvel is literally set play the game. That's what literally.
I love me some Kane Blue River.
Oh yeah, Kane is fun to watch. But it's not to say the set play is bad. It's just that. It can lead to very one-sided situations unless a person makes a guess. The nice thing about Street Fighter V is that you get an opportunity, you make the most of that opportunity, and then the situation is like you have some momentum to work with, but the situation is mostly from if it's not reset, it's not in this predictable place where you absolutely know that you're guaranteed another setup where you can just keep on going and doing exactly what you want to do. Like, you have to be a little bit dynamic and understand, after this situation, yeah, that's some of the Laura, that's some of the dirt right there. Well, that's it. Like, he put you away really strong. DK Mario Link, thank you for showing off some sick Laura stuff there at the end. Very strong. Thanks for the beatings. Guys, this has been a blast. Thank you so much for joining Mark, Ryan, and myself. You can follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handles, I think, are down there at the bottom of the screen right now. And, of course, for more on Street Fighter V, stay with IGN, and hopefully you tune in tomorrow starting at 12 for a very special episode of IGN Plays Live against I'm Vincent Janito, Mark Ryan. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good day. What's up, everyone? Vincent Janito here, along with Mark Ryan. You're here for IGN Plays Live, and we're playing some Tekken 7.
Tekken 7, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was confused about which game this might be.
The greatest fighting game of all time. No, we're playing